Talk about the EU, KaK and Mac. Up yours, KaK and Mac. Somebody once said. Hi everybody, it's more KaK and Mac for you. So we're going to talk about the EU today, aren't we?
Yeah, it seems to be a big choice.
The European Union. And don't want to scare you all again. Yeah, I'm going to scare. Shall I scare them?
You're going to have to.
Scare you first.
No, I don't want to see it.
She tastes. There you go, the mistress of the EU. The mistress satanic EU. So apparently there was that fella who has a really beautiful name, Chuka Amuna. You had a go at him the other week, didn't you?
Yes.
Yeah, you told him to.
It's in the anything.
If he can't get it right.
Independent.
But he reckons there's going to be a referendum. Do you know what a referendum is?
Isn't that the thing that we've already had and we've already voted on?
Yeah, we just thought we'd ask you again because we weren't sure about the first time, which was 51-49.
Yeah, but
which we fixed.
Seems we've now bombarded you with a load of propaganda. It's the end of the world if you vote to leave the EU. If we have another referendum now, I'm sure you'll vote to remain, and if you don't, we'll fix it so we do.
Just seen a squirrel over there. Oh. Yeah, I was listening.
Oh, it's got something in its mouth.
Got a big tree in its mouth, big piece of tree in its mouth, and it's,
I'm not sure what it is.
It's a grey and red squirrel at the same time. It's quite nice. We're out in the countryside if you wonder where we are. Anyway, I think he said that there's going to be a referendum. That's basically we just in case you didn't quite know what you were doing. Do you want to leave the EU? Yes or no? And it'll probably be changed around, so we stay in the EU. But the amount of fit porn that's been going on, excuse me,
not to mention blatant bullshit.
Well, if you go to Spain this year, you won't be allowed to use roaming on your phone. That won't be allowed. But the network's still there. So what? Oh no, the government, the mind controllers say you can't have that.
You're going to have to fill out a visa. It's going to cost you money to go to Spain now.
Get lost, government!
Wait a minute. Before the common market, as it was sold to us as, before that, we went to Spain and we didn't have to fill out visas and anything like that. So why would we have to do it now just because they formed a super dictatorship in the rest of Europe?
It is a bit of a dictatorship. But no, if you don't accept the British exit, what else have they been using as fear over this last week?
Cancer.
Really? Cancer
rates will go up if we leave the EU.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Cancer rates will go up if you leave the EU. Who said that? That treasonous, idiotic, satanic... Where is it?
Luciferian.
Yeah, Satan match. There you go. Get it going. That's it. Look, Satan match. That's how it works. I knew we were going to use these rags. You see what he says here? God and my right. Yeah. Evil to him who evil thinks. What does that tell you about their devils and their gods? So, yeah, apparently, you know, if you go to the EU, after now that we're going to be exiting Europe, if you believe that, you'll believe anything. But your driving licence is going to be no good. Your European driving licence. Have a look at you. It just says European edition, doesn't it, with the little card at the bottom. In fact, if you go to hire a car in, say, Spain, you only need the little card. You don't need the counterfeit paper. But yeah, if we leave the EU, everything's going to go up in price as well. But yeah, you're going to need an international driver's licence, which you've got to pay again.
But wait a minute. Wait a can't minute there.
You get them from the RAC, you know, International Driving Permit.
They said that the European...
Royal Automobile.
The European Common Monetary Policy would make everyone better off, and yet everywhere in Spain, Portugal, Greece, Italy, you name it, they all were far worse off after, because the prices shot up, the wages stayed the same. So, another scam. Another European scam. You know the biggest bugbear for me?
What's that?
These bleeding ramps all over the place. They're a European directive. Like ramps in Clifton, ramps in Bulwell,
those ones
ramps
are
in Bilborough.
But there's no self-realisation going on. People don't realise that if they run a kiddie over or somebody else or an old folk, it doesn't matter who they run over, or they go bombing through their streets, if they kill somebody else, that they've actually killed a part of themselves. They're not teaching this in schools. So there has to be ramps, don't they? Or does there? I think it should go back to the schooling systems, and the kids should be asked 3 questions. Do you understand the concept of no ill will, harm Lots. And the kids they give you the answers, don't they?
Yeah.
What do they say? No killing, no bad words, and why would you steal from yourself? For are we not all one? You've solved world problems. So, one people, one planet. There won't be any EU or any Brexit.
Be that flat, round or cubed.
I like that. I heard that one in one of your videos. Flat, round, cubed, squared or diced. Yeah? Oh, by the way, when you get a chance on one of your videos, I've been reading a little Seth book just recently. It's the early class sessions from 1967 to 69. Jane Roberts, you can get them from New Awareness Network in New York, from Rick Stack. They're expensive, they're $40. And plus shipping, it came to $68. Right? And I typed a little email to Rick Stack. Shall I tell him about it?
It's up to you. If you want to get done for...
Get lost, government. No, I'll tell him about it. And I said, could you value these books at $30 or less? Because the British government...
Terrorists,
criminals, these murderous liars, treasonous people, if you can call them that, they tax me for it, right? And when they come knocking at the door, it's like, yeah,
what did they use the tax for, though?
To go and kill men, women and children in other countries for guns, oil and drugs. Yeah, don't they? And yeah, the New Awareness wrote back to me and said, yeah, sure, we'll do that for you, no problem. And they sent it as a gift, which it was, really. But, yeah, and I said, we wouldn't want that, would they? And it says, we will do as you request. Why not? You don't ask, you don't get. Everywhere we go, we try to ask for 20% off. And I just bought some shoes, didn't I?
Yeah.
And basically, the girl at the counter was like this. I said, do you realise that the government can I have 20% off? She went, no, I'm sorry. But you can get a £5 discount if you spend so many £100. Yeah. And I'm like, but do you realise that if you take this 20% off me, that our servants, the British government, what's another word for mind control?
Government. Govern, to control, meant from Latin mentalis, mind.
Mental, mate, all of them mental. Do you realise that they use that 20% of money to go and murder men, women and children in other country for? Because
they've got a different colour skin.
Yes.
Oh, and they've got some resources.
Shut up, old boy. You don't ruin it for all of us. Let's go and sell some more weapons, says Boris. Well done. Absolutely well done. And we have been, haven't we?
Well and truly done.
So, up yours. We don't mean that literally.
But we do mean up theirs.
Oh dear. Don't get me started again.